Hey guys, welcome to my channel and thank you so much for stopping by. And if this is your first time, then please do subscribe. I'm new and I'm trying my best because this is what I love doing and I would love your support. So what's today's video gonna be about? Well, something that's coming up besides Christmas and New Year's is something even more important for some people. It is exams. And when exams come, a lot of stress comes along with exams, right? So I remember when I was in school and especially in high school, in senior year, I was always like super stressed about exams, and especially if you're in the IB, which I'm sure many people are doing out there, you guys just have stress like 24/7. I totally understand that because I went through the IB and I know how hard it is. So yeah, without further ado, let me just get right into the video. So the first point is that don't over-revise and take breaks. A lot of people, what they do is they don't just revise, they over-revise, right? So what I'm going to tell you is if you have 10 units coming in exam and you already have all this stress piled up, what I'm going to recommend you is just study like 8. But at least you'll have those 8 like studied thoroughly. Instead of studying the 10 and cramping everything into your brain, I'd recommend you to just study the 8 because you might get average marks if you study in the 10 units, but believe me, if you just focus on the 8, you'll end up scoring better. And something else that goes along with this point is like take breaks. Always take breaks during exam. Anyways, some study conducted that you should only focus on a subject or on a particular thing for 40 minutes because your brain is apparently like it only focuses on something for 40 minutes. What you should do is always take breaks. So for example, you can study for 40 minutes and take like a 10 minutes break. The next one is also very important, and I think this is just important in everyday life, but in exams, of course, it's even better. It's to exercise for at least 15 minutes. A study conducted has actually shown that students who actually exercise or are physically active in sports, they usually tend on doing better in their exams. So just get up, run for 15 minutes, do some cardio workout, do anything to make your brain active as well as your body. So everything is going hand in hand. This other one is, I think, my way to relax. Anytime I have some kind of stress, I always do the third point, which is drink tea. And I'm Indian and Indian people love tea, and we have like so many varieties of tea, but the one I usually drink is I just take some water, I add some Taj Mahal tea into it, let it boil a bit, add some ginger in it, and then I add some sugar, and I put like 4 spoons of sugar because I just love my tea to be sweet. When it comes to a boil, I just add some milk into it and bring it back to a boil, and I just drain it in the net thingy that's called chalni in Hindi, and I have no idea how is it called in English. I just do that and voila, my tea is ready. But if you don't want to go through all that, you can do the second option, which this is a tea I drink every night because it detoxifies because it detoxifies me and I feel like really good after it, which is green tea. Now so many people think that green tea is like it doesn't taste good or whatever, but if you drink it the way I'm gonna tell you now, your green tea is gonna be the best in the world. It's very easy. You just have to do is like warm some water and add some sugar to it. So like your water is boiling with the sugar, and in your glass or cup or whatever, just add like 1/4 of lime, like squeeze the lime out, add like about 1.5 tablespoons of honey, put in the green tea, and then just add over it your hot water with sugar. Now leave that over there for like maybe 3 minutes, do something, do some exercise, I don't know, and then just take out the tea and give it a stir, and it's ready. And that tea is like so yummy. Number 4 is actually also very important in our everyday lives. It is to stay dehydrated. Now if you are always dehydrated, it is proven that you're gonna focus better. Also, if you're always dehydrated, you're always gonna feel like, you won't feel sleepy too much and your brain will work better. But sometimes it's just because you're having lack of water in your body, and believe me, if you increase your number by 1 glass or 2 glasses of water, I think you're gonna feel better, and also it's gonna help you focus. Now, my next point is also very important, especially for all of you who are in a relationship right now, it is to don't get into arguments, right? And I don't know if it happens just to me, like I'm not in a relationship or anything, but I just tend to get into arguments with my friends, with my siblings, and it just ruins my mood and I end up crying or I end up just sleeping it off, right? So don't do that. Do anything to avoid the argument, because believe me, the argument is going to affect you and you're not going to perform better. You're not going to study, one, and second, you're not in the next day you're not going to perform any better in your exam. Another thing that you should do, and I think this is important in life too, but during exam stress, is to have priorities. Always have priorities. Like you might have like 10 different things to do. Like just prioritize, because remember one thing, exams is something that's going to last like maybe for a week or two, and after that you have like all the time in the world to do all the other things. And number 7 is very similar to the last one, which is stay organized. But what you should do is like have like give it like titles, give your subjects titles. Like I was in the IB, I had a Spanish, I had math, I had English. What I did was like I would always have sticky notes, because I think sticky notes are like a must have for school, college, whatever. And so you just like put like sticky notes, and on the table you can spread out all your papers. So what you should do is like just at the end of the week, take out all the paper that you got and divide them into sections. I'm not saying just put them into different folders or then just title it like English, math, English oral, math oral, and just separate them and put them in different folders. Okay, so the last point is to take timed naps, right? So this happened to me. So in high school, I was like a fail with taking time naps, but I have overcome that and I'm much better right now. The most effective naps are actually the ones that are between 7 to 14 minutes. Like apparently they're the best, but like now they have found out like you can go up to 30 minutes. But once you cross 40 minutes, guys, you're gonna be sleeping the entire night. Like believe me, you're not gonna wake up. Just trust me. So what you should do, just on your iPhone or your phone, what you have to do, just put a timer like for 14 minutes, for 15 minutes, and after that literally just wake up, and you know what's gonna happen. You're gonna feel much more awake, so much more energized that you were feeling before sleeping. And what I would usually do is like after I would wake up, I would go directly into the kitchen and get myself some tea, because it would make me feel better and I would feel much more active. These are all my points or advice for you during the exam stress, and I really hope that these advice helped you out in some way. Let me know which point or which advice is the most relevant to you and you use the most. And thank you so much for watching again. I love you, be safe, and like Salman Khan says, do whatever you want to do.